Hello, this is Erikana Hambinga, and my lesson today will be trade unions, whereby I will discuss four objectives to make it shorter and not too long, and then I'll cover the next other three objectives in the next lesson. So I'll be defining the first objective will be defining trade unions, and then the second one, identify the aims of trade unions. The third one, describe the advantages of joining a trade union. And the last one, not least, which will be describing the types of trade unions in Namibia. Example, we have white collar, blue collar, craft collar. I'll be defining those. So, first thing, trade unions. A trade union, these are organizations formed to represent different employees in a particular industry. We have different industries. We have teaching. We have bankers. We have engineers. We have all those. So these trade unions act or represent you as an individual. So there are quite a number of trade unions such as Nantu and Nanu, Nafao, and all those. Those are examples of trade unions. So the second point, objective, which is to identify the aims of trade union. What are the aims of trade unions? Number one, to look after the interest of workers. And number two, to defend the democratic and trade unions' rights and liberties of public employees. Number three, to unite in its ranks trade unions, officials, workers, engineers, and technicians in different sectors. The last one, which is for to fight for better remuneration and safe working conditions. Number one, which is to look after the interest of workers. Interest meaning you you are interested in what is happening to that different individual. So they join your trade union. So now whatever happens to them, you have to look out for them. That is what a trade union does. That is an aim. Number two, to defend the democratic and trade unions' rights and liberties of public employees. Remember, Namibia is a democratic country, so therefore trade unions also fight for those democratic rights of different employees. Remember, where your right ends, another person's right begins. So it does not end there. And then number three, to unite in its ranks trade unions, officials, workers, engineers, technicians in different sectors. At the end of the day, as trade unions, they are all after the same things. They are all there to unite and bring together engineers, technicians in different sectors. And then last but not least, fight for better remuneration and safety working conditions. This is the most important one. As an employee, when you wake up every day going to work, you're going for a salary, right? So you do not want to work um longer hours and yet you are paid shorter. I mean, longer hours yet you are paid few money, or your salary is not corresponding to the hours you have worked. And you know, it also wages is the same thing. You work more but then you get paid less. So that is why there is the trade unions are there to fight for better remuneration and obviously safety working conditions. A good example can be a security guard, whereby security guards, most of them sleep outside, so they need a jacket, a warm something warm for them at night. So as an employee, an employer, you need to provide those. Builders, people that build, they need safety boots, they need goggles, they need helmets. All those things are there. They are very, very initial and important to employees. So if a different business does not offer those, trade unions will fight for this, will fight for those items, will fight for better remunerations. So there is just a few of the aims that I have prepared to discuss with you guys, but you can look up for many more aims, and you will be impressed on aims that the trade unions are after. So the third point, which is describe the advantages of joining a trade union. Yes, there is good and there's bad, but then we're just going to talk about the good side, the advantages. What are the good advantages of joining a trade union? So they have a powerful negotiating teams than an individual. As an individual, at times you do not have that courage to go forth and talk to your boss and negotiate with him whatever it is, whatever issue you are having. At times you want a sick leave, or at times you want a leave, but then they cannot offer you that. So those trade unions will help you negotiate on your behalf. They act on behalf of employees without fear of being dismissed. They act on your behalf. As an employee, you might have some inconveniences with your boss. So now you are afraid to act because you don't know what is to do next. You go in your shell, you don't know what to do anymore. So these trade unions, they act on your behalf without fear of being dismissed. Obviously, when somebody has a good understanding on the rights of the employees, they act on your behalf, and with that, you will not be dismissed. That is what they fight for. Okay, they ensure better remuneration and safety working conditions. Like I said, this is the most vital one. Better remuneration. At the end of the day, everyone wants a better salary or a better wages. That is why they wake up every day and go to work for for a better salary. And yes, a place where you are working should be a good conducive area, safe working condition, clean, and all those things are very much vital to your health. Okay, they try to get shorter working hours and longer holidays. They try to get shorter working hours and longer holidays, mostly in December seasons. So whereby some in Christmas days you need to work shorter hours, and then you get longer holidays. That is basically it. And then at times you only need, there are times whereby you don't need to work more, but your business owners, they'll still just want to keep you in their office, or just to overwork you and overload you with work, which is really not vital. At the end of the day, you need to rest. As a person, you also need to rest. That is what they do. They try to act to get shorter working hours and longer holidays. Okay, they may offer a larger number of services. These are other services that they, because they do not only just fight for better remuneration, but at some trade unions, they fight, they offer loans to their members, funeral covers, counseling, loans to their members. This is basically, at times you might find yourself in financial difficulties, so they will fight. They will give you a loan and on a lower interest rate. Funeral cover. Funeral is something that you never ever plan for. So once it hits you hard, and you are stuck, you don't know where to get money. So you can go to those trade unions, but not all of the trade unions offer this, only some. But so it's now up for you to choose which trade union you want to join, because of these services they offer, services that you like, the services that you find interesting. Counseling also, at times you find yourself in depression and you don't know what to do, so they offer such services, counseling, and after 2 3 days you are good to go, you are back to work, you are yourself again. Okay, and then the last point, which is they describe the types of trade unions in Namibia, which is white collar, blue collar, craft unions. So um, white collar white collar has to do with offices, people that work in offices. White collar union for workers, these are for workers who do non-manual jobs, mainly in tertiary industries. Professors, teachers, bankers, all these people, they fall under white collar union, and that is where they fall. So a good example can be NANTU, which is Namibia National Teachers Union. Teachers can join to that trade union and they will fight for them. And then we have blue collar union. Blue collar union, which is for where these are for workers from different trades and industries like farming, clothing, mining. These people mostly wear overalls. So whenever you see somebody wearing an overall, then that is where you can categorize them. Blue collar union. The type of union these can join is Metal and Allied Namibia Workers Union, MANU. And then the last one, which is craft collar union. Craft collar union, for these are for workers with technical skills, either skilled or specialized skills, such as engineers. And you also find um, plumbers. You also find people that are special mechanics. So these are the people that you find under there. And this is basically it. I did not want to make this um, lesson very long. Like I said, I will continue with the other 3 points that I have not spoken about. So what you must do is, I hope and I believe this lesson was educative, and you are allowed to leave a comment there on what you do not understand or what you want me to clarify. Please hit the subscribe button, and I hope you will enjoy the next lesson. Erikana Hambinga signing out.